Alright, we're back on. So, sorry about that, folks. For some reason, it just went off.
Well, sometimes because of pyramids and the connection is not that good, no?
Alright, so bear with us. We're at the base of the Pyramid of the Sun, and we're about to climb up. So, here we go. Part 2. I didn't expect to do part 2. But anyway, here we go. Let's climb up. I'm not going to count the steps, there's just too many.
So the total amount of stairs used to be 260.
16?
60.
60. 260 steps. There you go. That'll be a fractal of precession.
I think there are 238, I think.
238 now. Okay. There we go. Better be healthy. Oh God, my legs are giving away already. Wow. This is going to be massive. Holy moly. There you go. And we're just sort of at the first part. Staggering. It just goes on and on and on and on. It's like a whole city. It is, it's a city. Alright, let's do these steps now. Yeehaw. I'm glad I've got reception, that's all I can say. And strong legs. Love my exercise. Alright, just did those steps. There's Marta and Carlos. And that's where we started. We're way down there, way down south. And this is the north. Oh my. Wow. Okay, we'll have a break for our legs, huh? Oh my, that's impressive. So we're just going to walk around. What are we, halfway?
Yeah. So it's like 4 platforms?
4 platforms, so this is the first. Wow. Nice. Second one. Okay. My, oh my. There's so much glare up here, I can't really see how well or how poorly I'm filming. I'll try to zoom in so you can see how vast this city is. It just goes on and on and on. And then we're going to hit that Temple of the Moon there. And that was the Road of the Dead. The dead not being literal, folks, symbolic, because they come here. Teotihuacan means to become gods, where men become gods. This is where you transform, where you transcend. And it's what everybody's doing. These are just aids. These were constructed to help us. These were for healing, for ascending.
That is a continuation of Calzada de los Muertos.
Yes.
That street, or that avenue, I don't know. Okay.
Yep, the Road of the Dead.
And you see lots of altars, lots of altars.
Altars everywhere. These are all altars.
There is the Quetzalcoatl temple and the Ciudadela, no?
That's where we started over there. I can't even see because of the glare of the sun. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's the Quetzalcoatl temple. I'm sure it's coming out all right. So much glare. It's fascinating.
The moon one, no?
Yep, all the way from Quetzalcoatl. And what's the name of that pyramid there?
The moon pyramid?
Is that it? Just the moon pyramid?
Yeah. Then they found the body of a Mayan princess.
Oh.
That was the sacrifice for
Mm.
building that.
Wow. Wow. Nawal.
Another one.
Nawal.
Yeah.
Alright, we're going to do stage 3 now. Aren't we brave? Alright, here we go. Uppity duppity. Reception's still strong. All right, so this is stage 3. Beautiful. Staggering, staggering, staggering. Yeah. Listo?
Yeah.
Whoa, you guys have got good legs. Here we go. Very steep steps here. Shallow and steep. Oh, this is a short one. Alright. Excuse for another break. The people look like ants now. Hormigas.
Yeah.
Mira. Generation station, generating energy, creating rain and weather for sure. When it was at its in its working conditions, of course, they have been pillaged by the Jesuit invasion. Absolutely 100%. They destroyed all of these monuments all around the world. And if they didn't, and they came late to destroy them, they may have already been weathered and worn out by the sands of time. But I just think destruction was the modus operandi. As you can see, Mexico, the outer suburbs of Mexico are around there. You can see that's the city there.
This is also a valley, no? Like Mexico City is a valley.
It's a valley?
Here it's also a valley, so it is going to be surrounded by hills.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Nice. Alright. Let's keep it going. Oh, sorry. Sorry.
Go.
Thank you. Alright, up we go. Oops. Yeah, that's clever of me tripping over. And we're at the top. Oh wow. Yes we are. We are at the tip top. This is good. I like being at the top where you can have the best perspective. And this is the top of the pyramid here, folks. Alright, still got reception. This is it. So let me just go around. Wow. It's massive. See Mexico all around. All the modern stuff. The modern part of Mexico. Alright, so let me stand on the very, very top. Here we are. Phenomenal. Looking out at the Pyramid of the Moon. And there it is.
It's fine, just do it.
Huh? Where men become gods. Yeah, it's very electric up here.
Do you want me to record? So that they can see you?
Okay.
Like this. Right. Okay, we're finally here on top.
Howdy Molly. Special wave for you.
So you can see the spectacular view here. The one on over there is the Quetzalcoatl temple. Santos is getting energized right now. And we have found two people here in Mexico who know Santos, and they were very surprised to find him here. Well, as he told you, this is the pyramid of the sun. The archaeologists thought it was for the sun, but later discoveries, they say it was devoted to Tlaloc, the god of rain, but it is not just the god of rain, it's the god of fertility. Santos is over there.
Special wave to everybody from top of the world.
Okay.
Great to be here, and thanks for joining us.
Okay.
I think we'll take you around a little bit more up here, and then head down.
So this pyramid is related to that hill. When you are, it's like an imitation of the hill.
Yes.
Okay.
It's all valleys here, isn't it? Everywhere there's hills. It's like Los Angeles. Is it the Sierra? Is it the continuation of the Rocky Mountains? No? No, it's a
We
little.
have our own sierras here.
Yeah, but they go all the way down to the Andes in Chile, no? All the way to the Rocky Mountains.
Yeah, it's
Are we east or west of those sierras?
all Mexico have sierras.
Yeah, there you go. So we're in the middle of them. We're right on the Sierras. That's why it's highly elevated up here, folks. I think it's about nearly 3,000 meters high. Mexico's 2,500 meters high. So you're pretty much left breathless by the time you get up here. All right. All right.
Have you shown that?
Yes, I did. We're going to go there, aren't we? I think I'll climb it myself if you guys don't want to, and I'll go quickly up that mountain and then come down.
Not that fast.
No, we came up very fast. All right. Está bien. It's all right. Very nice. So, from the Temple of Quetzalcoatl all the way up the Road of the Dead, you've got this. It's like a couple of miles long. You might want to check it on Wikipedia how long it is, but I reckon it's about 1.5 miles by my estimates, or maybe just 1.2 miles. But that's massive. It's just absolutely massive.
And I told you it's just peace, no? It continued before, no? It went.
It used to go longer.
Yeah.
And what did they do? So it was longer than that, and they destroyed it. Did they destroy it?
Yes. Yeah. Now there are houses all over there, no?
There you go. So beyond that pyramid of Quetzalcoatl there, it used to go much, much further. Wow, this zoom is fantastic on the iPhone. You can see it used to go down there and then it stops. It used to go beyond. It says it used to go way there, and now there is city.
2 kilometers long.
2 kilometers long? Okay, so then you're right, I was right. It's about a mile and a half.
40 meters wide.
40 meters wide. Alright. Queremos a bajar? Bajar? Okay. Mind-blowing. And dangerous. Alright, so now we head down. Plenty of tourists. Oh yeah, going down is easier. So, when you go up these pyramids, see all these stones sticking out, protruding out, like little anthills. It's interesting how they've done that. I wonder whether that's... no idea. Very careful here. Oh man, these steps are shallow. Whoa. School kids are loving it. Absolutely love it. They are on fire. Okay. Descending. So you have to go up. For some reason when you go up one of these monuments, they say you get closer to the gods, which is true. And when you go down, then you carry with you that energy forever. And that's what transforms you. Bit by bit. But of course, just one of these pilgrimages can be life-changing forever. Each time you go up these pyramids. Look at that. Staggering. Whatever techniques they used, as in the pyramids of Giza, still unknown. There you go. I'll be having this. That's not dandelion, no. I thought that was some nourishment there. Probably was a very, very good herb too. Just keep your eyes on the prize here. So dangerous. You don't want to be mucking around. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, dancing with the stars.
No, stairs.
Stairs and stars. You go up the stairs to the stars. Hey, Martha, I'll let you go down with the camera, and can you film me walking down?
Yeah.
I might as well get a little bit of me. All right, so...
Right. So
No, you go down. You go
I go down
Yeah.
and then you... Oh, okay, right. So I'm coming down.
Keep your eyes on the steps.
Yep, I don't do it as fast as Santos. You see, they are very narrow. and some of them are very, very tall. So we have to be very, very careful when climbing down. Okay, we are here, ready to film Santos. Yes, come down. Lots of hearts.
I used to walk down steps like this on my hands when I was young.
Okay.
Yeah. So, used to love to do that. Yep. Walk on my hands everywhere. And down steps, I used to enjoy that. Across the road, when people would cross the road on the green lights, I would do it on my hands for a kick. And everybody would have a bit of a laugh. So there you go, folks, that's the Temple of the Sun. Now, since this is the second part, I'm going to take us all the way to the Temple of the Moon. How's that sound? Hope you're enjoying. I wish I could see the comments, folks, but there's so much glare. Hey, Simon Paul Bennett. Great to have you, brother. I can see that name. Yeah, let's see. Oh, my, how many people? Oh, there's a bunch of people here. I can finally see some comments. Good to see you there, Simon. Oh man, there's so many people. All right. Wow. I can't even read the comments. Oh, Alex Michael. Hey, how are you, Alex? Great to have you joining. Yeah, too good. I interviewed Alex about 3 weeks ago on People for People Radio. He's the conspiracy conspiracy guru music channel. Oh boy, I got that wrong, didn't I? I bet I butchered that up. Sorry, Alex, but good to have you following, brother. Wonderful. All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame I can't see. There's the Jaguar again. Okay. Jerry! Oh, I bet you'll be loving this, Jerry. Good to have you, brother. Jerry de Camp. Interviewed him last week. Great show. He was very enthusiastic. Libran enthusiastic with his red hair and all. Marshall. Hola. So I don't know how these folks make money because everybody's selling the same sort of stuff and it just keeps going on and on and on. There's just hundreds of these stalls and it's all obsidian. That green stone is not turquoise, is it? Turquoise? The green stone? The green, the typical.
Maybe not natural, like in imitation.
Yeah. What did he call it? The green stone?
Turquoise? Or jade?
Jade. It's not jade.
No, it was.
He named it at the museum. The guy at the shop, the first guy we met.
Malachite.
Malachite. Okay. Everywhere there are these stalls. Little stalls.
But there. It was very comfortable.
12 steps. And down we go, and we're going to continue on the road of the dead. Now, in scripture it says, let the dead bury the dead. It's not talking about literal dead, of course. It's talking about figurative dead. When you are in your material carnal mind, in lusts and pleasures, you are dead. There is no spirit in you. The spirit has left you. Until you return and repent and come back to your unconditioned spiritual self, you cannot be born again. You must lift up the serpent as Moses did in the wilderness and to be born again. As Moses lifted up the serpent and the Son of Man, that is the manna, the chrism that is in you. When you restore your chrism, your magnetic fluids in your nervous system becomes strong. You are now an antenna to receive all the subtle energies of the universe to ascend. And ascension doesn't mean like the rapture where you go up with Jesus in the clouds and all this nonsense. It just means that you ascend in your consciousness. You become intelligent, godlike, and you receive your higher mind and get out of your carnal mind.
Look at the hill behind the moon pyramid. You know, now it is looking smaller than we were in the temple of Quetzalcoatl.
Yes.
So when we reach the temple, you won't see the hill.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So the hill behind the Temple of the Moon. Interesting how the Temple of the Moon is at the end and the Temple of the Sun is on the side. That's interesting. You see how the moon has a special place. So as Moses lifted up the serpent, that's talking about lifting up the Kundalini serpent that is in you, and how to do that is through moderation and moderate behavior, and slowly the chrism ascends up the spine back to its original source, and you are able then to burst through the chakras and raise the level of consciousness. That's what it means to ascend. You do it in your body. So if you've got an acidic body due to overeating, drugs, addictions, lusts of any kind, what you are doing is inhibiting this process. And when you die, you don't have any currency to ascend to a higher frequency, and so you're trapped in limitations. And that's how we got here in the first place, due to lusts. Most of us. Others came to help, came down here to help the ones who were trapped by teaching them and helping them and being guides, and to remind them of who they are. If you can remember who you were before you came to this material plane, you will be able to ascend to that state. It's a state. It was not a condition. It's a state, and that's where you get your status. You know, it's easy to get trapped because of the temptations. And when you think about it, the temptations are nothing really. They're not rewarding at all. You know, people avoid ascending because they're greedy. And what's greed? I mean, what's going to get you in the end? Some bricks. You know, they're buying houses and properties. Well, that's just bricks. So for a bunch of bricks, people sabotage their own purpose of being here, and that is to ascend, to remember who you are and then come back out of it. And so, and other things, you know, people prevent the process due to promiscuity, others for fame, you know, oh, they want to be famous, oh, they want a bit of limelight. But when you go home and you're lying in your bed, those people, they don't remember you. You know, you're always going to be you, all by yourself. Those fans that are clapping for you, they'll forget you instantly. They're not interested. They just want you to entertain them and for a fleeting moment and give you, you know, fleeting gratitude and pat on the back. And for this, many have sold their souls, you know, musicians.
Well, there is water, a tower, like swimming. The waves, no? You see the waves, and then you have the circle. Do you remember I told you it used to be very, very, very sacred? So we have, that is, the name of this circle is Chalchihuita, and almost all buildings have this kind of figures trimming their houses, no? So
it's the sun, and there are seven. There'll be seven of them there. Yeah.
So maybe you can see some symbolism here, no? So we have Jaguar that represents the infraworld, no?
The ether world? Infraworld. Ah, counter space, the Jaguar.
And then you have water.
And those waves are water. There you go.
And lots of red color.
Wow.
We have yellow, red, blue.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's how our pyramids used to be painted.
Yeah. And this used to be filled with water?
No, in this place, no. That one.
The other one, the first one. Okay. Because I did see a documentary once where they suggested that it was all like a moat. You know, it was all filled with water and they had ships and stuff. But that seemed a little bit far-fetched.
There were lots of lakes
Lakes.
all around this place. No?
Okay.
Yeah. But remember I told you that there were lots of different kind of towns, like in the United States, the Chinatown, the Thai town. No, here there were lots of different towns from people from all around Mexico, Mayan people, Olmecan people. No, they used to come here.
Right. So, boy, that temple to the left looks interesting. So we're the one to the left over there. I think I might just go there in a minute if the one on the right is not as interesting. So I want to keep this as interesting as possible. So Gurdjieff from the last century, he found a map of Egypt in Armenia that was only a couple of hundred years old, where Egypt was all full of tropical forest, and now it's a desert, right? So that has always left me thinking that...
Well, here we used to have many different kinds of trees, but they say that they get rid of trees for the constructions, no? Those trees that we have in here are Peruvian, and they were brought afterwards.
Gotcha.
They are called pirules.
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 Yeah, so...
They are not Mexican, no? They were brought from Peru.
See, I don't believe that they just chopped the trees and everything like. I think they just, you know, because they destroyed this weather-making generator here, everything turned into desert, right? Like what happened in Egypt. Gurdjieff had maps. It's only 150 years old, folks, of Egypt. There was a tropical forest. There was no Sahara. It didn't exist. And then Tony Bushby, the Australian researcher, discovered that there were other pyramids that were torn down by the Freemasons and the Jesuits that went down to Egypt. And I believe that because those generators were destroyed, then the deserts came. You know, the clouds stopped. Look at the sky. It's blue. There is not a cloud in the sky, man. And does it rain a lot in Mexico, or?
Well, in Mexico City, yeah, it rains a lot.
Okay. Well, now we're entering the final part, folks, and this is where I'm going to close off. I probably won't. What I might do, Marta, is I might climb that, and from the top, I want to start a Spanish live, okay? Because we're...
remember, we are going to a place in which they painted some murals under the influence of some plants.
Great.
So maybe you can have another shorter one so that you can show that to your
Look at that.
followers, no?
Doesn't that look Egyptian? Like the Valley Temple there. What's that called again? Yeah, in Egypt. The Valley of the Kings.
Okay.
This looks like the same pillars. Well, are they original? Yes, they must be.
Well, maybe reconstructed, but taken from the original.
Right. This is the best part here, I think. Look at all these beautiful pyramids. Hang on, let's have a look. We've got, so from the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go. Have a look at this, guys. So let me go to the middle here. We're going to go to the middle and climb up, and then you will see the 12 pyramids, which I am, and the 13th one will be this one in the middle. So whenever you count numbers, and you keep astrology, the mother of all sciences, in your heart and in your mind, you then begin to understand how everything works. These people were astrological. These pyramids are aligned to the north, the south and the east, the cardinal points. It's always like this. There's never any there's never any 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's never any haphazard chance about this. Now I'm on a plateau in the middle, right? Let's do a 360 and let's have a look how many pyramids there are here. So you've got the main one there. Let's start with that corner one and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, back to the Temple of the Moon. So most people will come here and they'll just miss that, right? So, and you can see the 4 steps there of each pyramid, the 4 elements. It's all astrological, and you would probably get a different influence from every pyramid. So you'd stand on there, and that would be Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. There's your pyramid, Marta. Virgo, Libra, the second half of the year. Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces. Okay, and we're in the middle. We're on this little platform in the middle. So interesting. Oh, and what's that? It looks like a pool over there in front of that pyramid, Marta.
I think it's another altar.
Another altar, but it's not. It doesn't have a plateau. Let's go and have a look, huh? So we stood on the 13th stone. Most people would probably call that the Ophiuchus stone in the middle, the 13th. Remember, Ophiuchus can never be a 13th sign, folks. It's a deacon. It's a deacon of Scorpio. It's not a sign of a zodiacal sign. The only reason they claim that that it is because the foot of Ophiuchus, a couple of the stars of the foot, are actually inside the 18-degree wide zodiacal belt. But so does Orion. Orion's head is also in that belt. So we can't just go making things up as we go. There's 12 signs, there always will be. There will never be a 13th.
It's rooms, like a house.
Not in the 12 system. There may be a 13th. Well, there is a 13th system for sure, but with tropical astrology, it's always going to be the 12 circles in the ecliptic.
It's a skin concept.
Oh yeah?
Structure that contains several interior divisions forming 5 parts was found in front of the pyramid of the moon and was given the name of Teotihuacan cross or king cross.
Wow. All right.
So that's an astrological aspect.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, of course it's astrological, but look at that. If I scan those now, you can see the 12 really clearly. And that one there. It's amazing. So
5 stages.
So what should we do? Should we climb up here and finish and then start a Spanish one?
Right? Yeah, because your Spanish followers
Yo, yo, here we go. Do you think that was funny? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm a-going. My legs are taking me, my Aryan legs. Yo, yo, here we go. Whoa, these are big steps, man. These are like about the size of my legs. Whoa. Oh, you can't go any higher. This is it. Oh well. Alright, so starting again with Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius and Pisces. It can never be anything else. It will always be zodiacal. Everything is zodiacal. Everywhere you go, the world knew the science of the stars. Now we have abandoned the law of God, which is astrology. It is God's wheel, it is God's will. Will is short for wheel. The will of God is the wheel of God. Check out the tarot, the rota, the Torah. Torah, to rotate backwards. Rotating Torah. Let me stand on this rock. Alright, so I'm looking down here. Suppose. Shame we can't go up further, huh?
No.
Dang. Dang diddly dang. Oh well. So, that's the plateau there where we were standing on before, in the centre. The Ophiuchus, and I didn't finish talking about that. That's the healer. It's the Christ on the ecliptic. Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus means
The twins here?
serpent bearer, and the serpent is to do with healing. Go again?
No, sorry. I was asking you. Sorry to interrupt.
That's right. You can see the Libra and Scorpio pyramids have been damaged. All the rest are pretty pristine. It's just incredible how pristine they are. Cactus everywhere. Everywhere is Nepal. Alright. So there's the road of the dead, the spiritually dead. And people are still coming here not realizing that they are doing one of the rituals of Masonic rituals of the ordeals. The individual must go through many ordeals and trials in life, experiences, and must learn and graduate. And here is where you get your graduation wreath, when you stand at the end of the road and you have endured. Endured. He who endures to the end will be saved. Those who do not endure will have to come back again until they learn the secrets of ascension, to endure in the fine path, the right-hand path. So I'm hoping to be one of them. We'll see. We will see.
I think we can come back to the English life when we are in the temple I told you, no?
Okay.
Antitla.
So what we're going to do now is close off, guys, and if you want to join us for the Spanish one and learn a bit of Spanish, you're welcome. Otherwise, there's going to be another English live feed in about an hour when we get back to the museum, because there's a lot of nice stuff there to look at. So let's turn the camera.